We appear to be having many technical difficulties. We apologize dearly. Still 6 minutes and 30 seconds left of our practice session. John Bennett appears to be leading in a 130.375. Behind him is Smith, only with the, wow, an 8 thousandths of a second deficit. Roman Rattle appears to be about 1.2 seconds behind. Connor Bell in P5, just over half a second behind the gap, and Alexei Kaipanen just under half a second in a 4.0. And Luka Becker has gone off. I hope that doesn't affect his speed trap there. Yes, it did. It is a 1.4 second gap to the provisional poll of this provisional poll of the practice session, if that even is a thing. Still, here we have Jack Smith, who is in P2 at the moment, only 8 thousandths of a second behind. I don't think we've ever had such a small gap in the practice sessions at Ace Racing League. Coming up now to the last corner of the track, second to last, excuse me, right up to the last corner, coming across the line in. No, he's actually slower. Spit of flame from the power there. From the engine, excuse me. Ooh, there's a car coming on the track. Thank the Lord that I didn't smash into Jack Smith, because I think he's going to probably do it in this lap. This long left-hander coming up now to the 100-meter break point, turning in and turning very hard right. Full opposite lock, probably. Never driven this car on Assetto Corsa, only in F1 2019. So I'm a bit of an F1 driver myself. Still a few more corners to go until the beautiful grandstand on the right hand. Coming up now to the last sector of the track, he's 3.95 seconds behind. I won't think he's going to do it. That corner is quite famous for many German fans of motorsport, or any Ferrari fan. It's just painful to watch in its own. Coming across now. Ooh, no, half a second slower. I think he'll have to go pit and get new tyres. Stein Prince actually is now leading this session with a 130.194. Behind him is Vladislav Buchilenko. And behind that is John Bennett. Now, of course, Vladislav and Stein are teammates. So are they going to do a lovely Mercedes? Oh no, he's going into the pits. He's going into the pits. He did cross the line there. Is that infringing any rules? Was that illegal? Because last time I checked, Lewis Hamilton got a penalty for that last year. With his famous podium. Pit stop. Ooh, that's very close to the wall. Very hard for the right-hander. Jack Smith is really pushing himself there. Red glowing brakes there. As he goes into the right and the second to last corner, onto the last corner. Ooh, no, he's gone off! Huh. In very famous fashion of the 2019 Formula 1 race. Which, if you haven't ever seen, I wonder, are you living underneath a rock? Was one of the most exciting races ever. But Canada 2011 was way better. Changed my mind. Mika Mortiferum, teammate of Mika Hagimi now, coming into the first corner at a very high speed, not crossing taking all four wheels off the track, so he's not losing his lap there. Choosing his millimetrically decided braking point, as he does go a bit wide there. I don't know if that was wise or not. DRS section here, but sadly these cars have no DRS. And if people are wondering why are we using the old cars rather than the new ones we had in the second season, these provide much more closer racing. Uchilenko coming along now in P4, who was actually just a bit ago in P2. Steinprinz still in the lead of this section. 50 seconds left of this session. John Bennett actually improved himself and went to P2 with only 76 thousandths of a second behind. Columba the Crucifier almost on the long left-hander. I'd like to call this a Parabolica, which is Parabolica with a German accent. So it's like a Parabolica. German. Anyway, coming into the long hairpin here. Very, very difficult to get the power on there because it does tend to get quite slippery, especially in the rain. Well, that was practice. Steinprinz is in P1 and John Bennett in P2. And behind him is... what the hell is going on there? Oh no, that's the qualifying session you're looking at. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome to qualifying, 20-minute session. Let's go with it. Jack Smith opens up his lap right now. Who's going to be on provisional pole of the first session? Coming up now to turn one. Very difficult to get this right because it's a very, very quick corner. It does look quite stupid, but it is very quick. Braking just over the 100-meter board. Now it appears the drivers have a different line there. Don't mind the darker side of the track on the right there, because these guys know what they're doing. I hope. Still, brake at the 100-meter board again, turning in right at the precise moment to touch the curb there. Ooh, a bit of a snap there, but catches it brilliantly. Now, almost in the flat... is he flat out? Can't hear the engine, so sadly I wouldn't know, but you might know. Into the left hand, a bit of understeer there. Or is that just the game? Now, as we all remember, in the practice session, the fastest lap was a 1:30. Now, how is Jack Smith going to do? Because he was really pushing for that provisional pole session. Now, if we... here he comes. Last corner. Go for it, boy. What are you going to do? Oh god, that's a 130.130. That's brilliant. Jack Smith is in second because he just got kicked off by Sanford. Toby Sanford. It's always a Toby, like Toby Maguire. Anyway, break at the 100-meter board, downshift into third gear. Now that's a different approach because Jack Smith had a different approach to that corner. He'd like to go a bit wide at the entry. This Toby guy likes to keep it a bit more tight to the apex on the right hand. Now, is this going to help Toby? Because he is behind a car. I don't know who that is, but he probably could have a slipstream effect, but he has to brake earlier since he's going faster. On towards into the right hand there. Very, very, very tight corner. Now onwards into the right hander. That guy pulls off to the right, probably got a blue flag, and no, I thought Toby was on a good lap there, having a pole, a toe, I should say. Stan Prince also goes into the pits, probably get a new dash of fresh tyres. Alexei Kaipanen just into the right-hander. At the moment, Alexei Kaipanen is in P5. Ooh, that's close to that wall. Into the right order. Into the right hander. At the saddest corner in Formula 1 history. But he did redeem himself the year afterwards because, good gracious lord, that was a miraculous drive. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go and see the highlights of the 2018 Formula 1 Grand Prix here at Hockenheim. And then afterwards, I'd like you to see the extended Formula 1 German Grand Prix highlights. I try to be dramatic, but I'm all over the place, excuse me. Victor Mortiferum still in P4, Alexei Kaipanen in P5, but right here with him into the last corner. Ooh, a bit twitchy there. Is he going to improve himself? Probably. No. Muchilenko just moved up to P8. Colombo Crucified is ahead of him in P7. Stan Prince in P6. But Toby Sanford in P1. Jack Smith with that scintillating opening lap. The lap after his opening lap. Just 15 thousandths of a second behind it. John Bennett I'm just making it dramatic. Nice. John Bennett. Nice one, mate. Really nice. Come on, let me enjoy myself once. I know you're looking at it as well. Just getting it right now. Now, following up Muchilenko here, who is still in P8. We know a driver from his caliber. Oh no, slower. Probably not used to this car or this track. Because he does get bouncy there. You can see he's getting bouncy there. Don't know if that's just him or other cars. Minutes and 45 seconds left of this session. Vladislav Rushenko just moved up into P7. Sadly, I wasn't there to commentate because we've got so many things going on behind the scene here. Just to get it right for you lads. Mark Ruiv in P20. Mikla Nagavoort in P21. And Menjin in P22. Amir Hadaq in P14. Don't you dare say Hazaq, because in Darija Arabic that means the one who farted. I don't know if that is whatever now. Lie in P14. Oh, bit twitchy there, even though we are not seeing the car. It is quite twitchy there. The car likes to lose its back end. Stan Prince right now on board with the provisional pole setting. Good God, he improved at 129. Mixer Multiferum in P6 moves up. We're not seeing his teammate Mika Hakimi here. But oh well. I forgot how to pronounce that man's name. But I think it's Cochrane or Cochrane, because I'm not saying that word and get YouTube to demonetize us. Now here's the back end. Closest to that wall. Now here's the T camera following along. See the handwork. This is a direct input of the. Oh, there's a car there. Probably got a yellow flag. Yeah, he's moving in. It's Mixer Multiferum. Why isn't he moving? Probably going to respawn into the pits now. But that's stupid to just leave your car there. I mean, the pits is just off the road. Just have a go there. Or he has some problems. Kuipenen moving along. And still makes it to P5. Kuipenen right now ahead of Multiferum. Scuderia Boutique. Good name for a team. What is he doing? It's weaving a bit. Didn't know car could weave there. Brake at the 100-meter side. I can already feel your left fingers twitching. So when he downshifts. there for over 5 minutes now.
I think the steering wheel is broken. Or everything. Who knows? This game might have crashed. Or it is the
bottom line of the greatest lag event ever. Still, Nikolai Navort here in P11. He was just P19 or something like that in the back market. Now he's in the midfield. Good on him.
Oh, he's moving quite close to that guy ahead.
And he's slowing down. John Bennett here, who was in the last race around the top 3, now moved into P4. Kaipanen, I think, is just waiting for the session to end. That's not a proper way, mate. He's doing a Schumacher 2006, I think it was. I don't know. Can't remember. 5 minutes left of this session, starting now. And following the outside camera here, you can see that there's someone behind him. Don't know who that is, because I can't see any names or recognize the cars, because I'm an idiot and I've never even did any effort to recognize them. Javier Lay did a 130. But Kaipanen is still there. Now I don't know if that gives any yellow flags or anything. Three minutes and 45 seconds left of this session. Mixer Mortiferum is still in P6 and is still there. What is he doing there? Jack Smith, who has done brilliantly in this session. Following now into the hairpin there.
Now, onwards.
Into turn 12 and onwards into turn 13. Here he comes. Is it going to be better? No, still in P2, but still quite good. Now onwards into turn 1, called Nordkurve. Yes, I have just pulled up the names of the corners. Doesn't say what turn 2 and 3 are called, but it does look good here. Quite on the limit there, mate. Now, you'll be surprised, but this is actually called Parabolica, but with a German accent. Very long left-hander. My God, this is a DRS in a Formula 1. You could see the into the hairpin at turn 4. You could see the cars when they approach the hairpin. That the road lights up with a yellow light. That's the flame coming from the exhaust reflecting. Nice touch there. It's nice touch, Assetto Corsa. Hard on the brakes there. It's just still half a lap to go. Turn 7 into the infamous Mobile 1 turn 8. very, very quickly indeed. Here we go. Flat out into the in top gear, brake at the 50-meter sign, and don't do a Sebastian. Well, until last year, then you'll definitely want to do a Sebastian. Coming up into Sutkurve, the infamous ice skating ring there. Probably gonna do it, mate. Is he? No. Ooh, 65 thousandths of a second behind, and we still have 50 seconds left this session. There are 2 cars on the side of the road. What the hell is this? Muchilenko coming along now. No, can't improve, sadly. Now into the Parabolica. Hard on the power here. Move it up to into 6th gear, into top gear. Just push your foot so hard down. Brake as late as you can, but not too late. And the session's over. Well, that was qualifying with Stein Prince in P1, Jack Smith in P2, and Toby Sanford in P3. We'll be back with a race in a minute. Welcome back to the race, the German Ace Racing League Grand Prix. 6 lights until we start racing again. Here we go, engines roaring, and it's go! Here at Ace Racing League, Stein Prince does a beautiful start there, moves away from the pack, and hopefully we won't have a first corner tragedy. Ooh, bit of a contact there because Toby Sanford got pushed off, but he's overtaken John Bennett there, and John Bennett is pushing for P3, and he's probably thinking of moving into P2 into turn 2, but no, that position goes back, and he's fighting still for it. We're still not done yet. We're coming up to the Parabolica. That's going to give an advantage to Sanford there, because he's still in the slipstream. We're very young into the race. Back at it again, almost at the hairpin. Here we go. Oh my god, it's 4 wide there, and who's going to be on top of there? Look at the braking, John Bennett. We're following John Bennett there, and he is overtaken, probably. Yes, it's Stanford ahead of John Bennett, but it's still not done yet because we've got the right-hander coming along now, and Bennett has taken the position out of away from Toby. Good gracious me, we're still not done yet with even the first lap, and it's so dramatic. But there he is, Sanford, moving ahead of him. And Smith has just gone into the mix because he moved up into P3. What has happened to John Bennett there? He's going inside. Is that probably a good move? Don't be stupid, lads. Your tyres are not hot yet. And it's braking time into the sacked corner. And Alexei Kaipanen just moves into P5. Great race there. And we're moving up, and we've just finished the first lap of the race. Good gracious me. Ooh, a car just went a bit wide there, but we're still not done with this huge train of this race. Crucifier is down all the way in P22. Spit of flame as they enter turn 3 and 4. But I think it's going to bunch up a bit now. And Mark Rueth moves up into P15. Battling along with Svendau. Mark Rueth here in the slipstream of Svendau here. You can see the car edging closer and closer, but you can see the rear view mirrors of the driver here. And he's going for it. He's almost touching wheels. You can fit a cigarette paper there. But he's done it. He's taken a position where, and they make contact. The two teammates make contact. What is going on here? That was very unprofessional. That's Luca Mangini. And Sven Dau spun. He's spun and he's hit another car. It's Sven Dau. Sven Dorakis, oh my god, what has happened there? It's Nick Barnsdale! It's Barnsdale! Nick Barnsdale has hit Sven Dau. Turn lawyer in P17, it's very close to the driver and right next to him. Don't know who that is, but I think it's Luca Becker. He's battling with Luca Becker there. Into the right-hander here before coming out close to Sox corner. My god, what is going on here? Steinprinz just clocked in the fastest lap of the race. And Jack Smith is still battling with Sam Ford there. I hope those guys are alright and still driving. But I think it's going to happen now. Mushlienko's in the pits. Mushlienko is out. Still Jack Smith here, moving up ever so slightly closer in the Parabolica. Good. What a nightmare to be here. You can see him moving closer and closer and closer, but who's going to be the... Sanford's going to be earlier. Yes, it is Sanford closer on the brakes, but he's moving down the inside, and Smith has taken the position. He's into P2. He's ahead of him, and he's got the inside line there. That's probably going to be a benefit for him, but Toby Sanford's going to be on the outside, probably giving a speed advantage there, because the next corner here is going to be on the advantage from Sanford, but no! Quite slightly there, locking up of the wheels, but look at that. It's John Bennett who's moving up into the mix, and Columba the Crucifier has hit Mangini, and they're both off. Luca Mangini and Columba the Crucifier are off. Nick Klein Nagelford is a P8. What a good little guy there. And I think there is a battle happening right now with Amir Hadik and Cochrane, and it's Amir Hadik, and he spun! But he catches it and still continues to race. His tyres are literally disintegrated after going onto the grass because everything keeps sticking on it. Yes, this game is quite realistic like that, but John Bennett is moving up and battling again here with Sanford, like at the beginning of the race. He's moving closer. I think he'll have to go for it here or wait for it. There's a battle behind him, and it's Morty Fearum battling with Kaipanen, and they touch. What is going on here? Mixer Mortifera and Connor Bell there with Nikolai Nagelford, but Connor Bell, P7. It's a drag race to the line here. But who's going to be on the inside braking line? It's going to be Bell in P6. Nope, Kuipenen. Lol. Anyway, back to this drag race until the other corner. Next corner, excuse me, into turn 6 I think it is. I'm not keeping the track with me here, but no, it's Kuipenen who moves ahead of Connor Bell. Good move there. Wong Wei Xiong in P14 with a lovely looking livery there. Just rolls off your tongue like that. Looks like a Caterham, that car with the green livery and the orange arrows. I think it was arrows that were orange. Anyway, still a beautiful battle here with Roman Rattle, and he's gone onto the grass. I think he got pushed off, or a bit of a panic move there. Steinprinz still very comfortable into the lead of the race. I think that's like a bloody Hamilton move. He just goes off. Once he's in the lead, he's off. Smith in P2, Sanford into P3, but they're quite close. Morty Fearum. Come on, now we're going to see it. Who's got the quicker car? I think that was a move there to get into the slipstream and get a bit of speed there. Guys, don't touch. Please don't touch each other. This is such a beautiful battle here before entering the hairpin at turn 5. Connor Bell. It's Connor Bell, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to have the upper hand here? Is it going to be Morty Fearum, or is Connor Bell going to have a better exit? Sadly, it's Morty Fearum. Sanford, there we are with John Bennett battling for P3, battling for that podium position, but Toby literally slides the car through that corner. I think he's way more on the limit than Bennett is. Just listen to the roar of the engine when they flash by. Turn Lawyer with Lai there. Forgot his first name. Doesn't matter. But he moves up to P15 as Lai made a mistake and has gone wide. What a beautiful thing we have here. And that's Sanford. John Bennett and Sanford. John Bennett went a bit wide there, but I think it's going to close up now when we approach the Parabolica. I think that wasn't on purpose. Makes it look accidental, but don't you underestimate our stewards, because they are good. Anyway, hard on the power. He is quite far off Sanford there, but I think it's going to be closer up. He is closing up. He is increasing speed. And it's back here there. And Columba, the Crucifier. Something just happened with Ratzel and Lawyer. But doesn't matter, look at this. John Bennett moving very close to Sanford. They almost made contact. I think they did. Because my word, that was close. Here, an onboard view of them. I think it's better to have a outside car view here. That's better. Thank you, race director. Yeah. Anyway, only half a second between these two guys. Following John Bennett here as he exits the final corner of the track before I think he's going to probably go for a move in the Parabolica again. Hard on the power here. He has a bit of a look down the inside, but ooh, I think it's going to happen here with the chase cam. Come on, let's go for it, John. Let's see what you can do. Is Sanford far enough ahead? But no, we've got an onboard view here. It's coming closer and closer. He moves away from him. It's side by side until the hairpin. Who's going to claim that podium position? It's Bennett. He's ahead, but no, Sanford moves closer and closer because he's got the better exit, slow in, fast out, and I think it's swap around again. Yes, it is. What good racing we have here at Hockenheim. But no, here he is down the inside again. They swap positions and they interlock with each other. I've never seen such close racing between two drivers without crashing in Ice Racing League here. That is phenomenal. This reminds me of the Vladislav Stein Prince days. Good God, what beautiful racing we have here. Kaipanen very close behind, thinking, you know what, I want to have a go at this. And here we have Javier Lai battling with Wong Wei. That's not Wong Wei Xiong. It's Luca Becker. He's fighting along with Luca Becker. But into turn 8 they go. Probably going to have a look down the inside, but it's not wide enough. That section of the track, by the way, is so narrow. Anyway, Kaipanen is now battling with Bennett here. And oh my word, it's going to happen. I think this is going to be a tremendous slipstream game here. It's going to be an absolute train of slipstreams. Kaipanen is moving closer, but John Bennett here is moving closer to Sanford. Is it probably going to happen again? You can only swerve once under braking, and they're braking now. They're downshifting all of a sudden. It is. Ooh, this is close. I can barely speak. But my word, look at Sanford's pressure on him. Look at the pressure of Sanford, but he moves over, and it's Bennett again into the position. Is he probably going to do it? No, Sanford still stays ahead, but look at that. Kaipanen is so close to the top two, to these guys right now. All he has to do is stay close to them before entering the Parabolica again at the beginning of the next lap. And ooh, he's probably having a look down the inside there. Don't crash, boys. Please don't crash. But look at that. It's Mixer Mortiferum joining the bunch now. What good stuff we have here. Ooh, that's so close to each other. You can see the flames coming from the exhaust of Mortiferum, Kaipanen there. And who's that in the back? It's Connor Bell. It's Connor Bell thinking of joining the game if he can catch up. Now still 7 minutes and 30 seconds left of this session. Come on. What's going to happen here? I think we're going to see some change of positions here. Or these guys have got nerves of steel. It's better to have an outside view so we can see all of them. Come on. Here we go. It is Mortiferum battling down the inside of Kaipanen. They swap positions. It's done. And Stanford is still battling with Bennett right there in the foreground. But no, look at that. It's swapped back around again. It's Mortiferum ahead. John Bennett here, close to Stanford, who is ahead. Bennett really wants that position. But Stanford thinking, you know what? I'm not moving over. This is mine. Ooh, that's close. But Samford, I think Bennett made a mistake because look at Samford just leaving him behind. I think the message was clear. But look at that, Mortiferum is moving closer to John Bennett right there in P4. Live. Ooh, he's cutting the track there. But look at that. It's Alexei Kaipanen moving closer to Mortiferum there. He's probably going for the outside move there, but no. I think he's holding off so he can have another go into the Parabolica. Look at that. What a beautiful view there. But, oh, look at that. It's Kaipanen. It's Mortiferum ahead, and he's done a little slide there. Sadly not, but yes! Toby Samford takes P3 away from John Bennett, and oh, it's not done yet. They're touching. Good God, what happened here? What a dramatic race here we have at Ace Racing League, and it's still not done yet. We've got another race ahead of us. That was a beautiful move done by Sanford. Muchlienko just... I thought he was out. What? No, he's not. Probably had some new front wing, whatever. Anyway, back to Mixer Mortiferum. Look at that train of cars. Ah, word. There's something going on, I would say. John Bennett here, still thinking, you know what, we've got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left of this session. I'm not giving up. Oh, he's thinking of going down and move down the inside, but no, Samford has beautiful braking there. And they're going right over the camera on the curves, and here we have John Bennett thinking of going closer. He's in the slipstream. Even the danger marker is on the top of this screen. Here he comes. We're still not done yet. We've got the... Oh my word, Samford, that was way too late. They touch! They touch! Oh, God! But quite respectively, Samford gives him the position back. He could have easily gone for the move there, but thank God he didn't. But he's still thinking of going for it. There, they're interlocking, and they touch again. Oh, and he swerved. And what's this? It's Mortiferum on P3. Mixer Mortiferum takes advantage of the situation and moves into P3. What a beautiful move from Mixer Mortiferum, who just straight moves into the podium position. My word, what happened there? I think the stewards are all over the case right now because Alexei Kaipanen is P4. Good God, what happened there? John Bennett moved all the way back into P5. All that hard work. And look at that. It's Toby Samford all the way into P8. Just on the last bit of the reverse grip position. My word, what a move from Mortiferum. Ross McIntyre in P12. Here we have only 3 minutes left of this session. Kaipanen getting attacked now. He's still not done yet. Mortifera is being attacked by Alexei Kaipanen. Who would have thought that a battle for the last position on the podium was better than a fight for the lead? Because look at that, it's not happening. John Bennett think of going down to move for Kaipanen. Is he going to do it? No, it's not, sadly. But he's still not done yet. He's still probably thinking of going down a move. My word, this is going to be an absolutely brilliant highlight of the race. And he's done it! John Bennett, and he's gone wide. No, he locked up a brake. No, he's gone off. Oh, all that hard work, and he's all the way back. And Connor Bell moves up because John Bennett made such a horrendous mistake. What the hell happened there? I think Connor Bell is lagging so much that the game doesn't even know what to do with him. I mean, bro, look at this. Do you even have 5G? No way. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And Jack Smith is battling the leader. He's only half a second behind Stein. What is going on here? This is probably the most brilliant race I've ever seen. Come on, boy. I think you can do it. But we have to remember that Stein Prince is one of the most consistent drivers we've ever seen. Here we have a helmet cam, and he's so close to him. Is it probably possible that we're going to see Jack Smith's first win here at Ace Racing League? I don't know. Oh my god, it's probably going to happen. 45 seconds left of this session as Stein Prince is doing his absolute best to stay ahead, but I think his tyres are gone, and he's less than half a second between these two guys. 30 seconds left of this lap, of this session, and I just want more and more and more, and I think you do too. It has to happen. It's probably going to happen. Jack Smith is battling with Stein Prince for the lead. And we're moving up now to our final lap here at Ace Racing League at the German Grand Prix. Come on, what's it gonna be? 10 seconds left of this session before the start of the final lap. Oh, I think I hope to see a beautiful battle before the end of the race, because my God, he's in the slipstream. This is probably he's 3/10 of a second behind him, almost 4/10, but no, he's moving closer. Is he? He is! Jack Smith is moving closer to Stein Prince. He's probably going to go for a move down the inside. No, but Prince blocks off, and he's through! Jack Smith is through and moves up into the lead at the German Grand Prix, but Stein Prince has still not given up. What has happened there? I think he's gone too late on the brakes, but no, it's going to cost him dearly. But no, it's Smith in the lead of the race, and you can see Prince battling with the rear tyres. I think his rear tyres are gone completely, but look at that. This is great. This is better than a Formula 1 race 2019. And Stein Prince, here we have at the last few corners. This is still not done yet. Half a lap here to go at Germany before the end of the first session, and Jack Smith is probably going to go for it. He has done everything he needed to do, and here he comes. He wins the German Grand Prix at Ace Racing League. What a move by Jack Smith. Stein Prince comes home in second, and here we have Mixer Mortiferum after a beautiful move in P3, completing the podium. My word, what kind of a brilliant race that was. John Bennett P5 and Toby Sanford in P6. Nick Lennart was still thinking of going for it, and he's gone wide, but Luca Becker completes it. Javier Lai in P11, Columba the Crucifier in P12. Thank you very much. We'll be back with the second race in a bit. 12 seconds left before lights out. They don't know it, but we do. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, 6 lights. We're off again here at Germany for the reverse grid top 8. And Jack Smith, no, that's not Jack Smith, excuse me. That's Toby Sanford in P2 here, battling again for the lead. Alexi Kuiperman here in P4, and it's Cochrane. Alex Cochrane is in P... Did I just say... we're getting demonetized anyway. Still 3 wide into the turn 2 there before moving up into turn 3. Toby Sanford is in the lead of the race. And it's Conor Bell! Conor Bell has gone off, and he still manages to keep it together. But look at that, it's Cochrane and Toby Sanford battling for the lead of the race. Who's it going to be here? It's still the first lap of the race and we're still not done yet. Down the inside moves Sanford and he takes the lead, and oh my god, that's Nicolai Narford. He's probably going to bunch up with the rest. He does a pirouette there, but no, it's still side by side between Alex Cochrane and Sanford. Moving down the inside here after the hairpin and moving. Is it going to be Sanford? They're always touching there, but behind them we have John Bennett and Muchlienko battling for P4. And there's a car spun off there. Oh, and it made contact! Who was that? Oh, it's Narvord. It's Nick Narvord. What a terrible, terrible start of the race, but good God, what great, great entertainment. Barnsdale, P19, battling along for P18, I think. Beautiful looking livery there. And there's a car standing still on the grid. There's a car standing still. I think that's Turn Lawyer. No, it was the broadcaster. Still, there we have in the background, we see Mark Ruth and Jack Smith battling the previous race winner. But remember, he still has to win the second race to claim his championship points. And that does say something there. Or does that mean for both top 8 races? Anyway, John Bennett moving down the inside of... Who is that? That's Multiferum. He's done it. John Bennett has moved into the podium position where he wanted to be in the last race. What a beautiful comeback from John Bennett. What a man. I think I just saw a car spun off there. And Luca Becker battling here with Muchlenko. Is that Muchlenko? No, that's Harvard. Ahmed Harvard fighting with Luca Becker. And Luca Becker moves up, but look at Ross McIntyre being overtaken by Mark Ruiz. What a beautiful move. You only see that in something in MotoGP or something, not even Formula 1. Crying out loud. Look at that. It's a double stacked race with double stacked battle there, but look, it's Conor Bell moving away into P13. Columba Crucify it, and it's Stein Prince. My word. John Bennett here fighting for P2, I think it is. Morty Firman P4, but remember, Muchlenko is thinking of joining the battle there. Mind you, I'm getting quite hungry and my mouth is watering because I can smell the barbecue of my neighbours. Look at that view. Now, here we can see some changes into the positions. I think John Bennett just took P2. John Bennett's to P2, but Alex Cochrane is battling for P2 again. And it is Cochrane moving into P2, but who's going to be the better one on the brakes? Bennett can brake later, but Cochrane has to brake earlier. And it is back to Bennett for P2. What a beautiful battle here. And look at that. It's Morty Firman thinking of joining the battle there. I think, hello, I'll go for that. Look at the flame-spitting cars we have here. What a beautiful 4 double-stack battle here. My word. And that's all for just one position gain. And it's Muchlenko thinking of staying on the left there because he can have the faster line. Toby Sanford, the man who battled so hard for his podium, is now in the lead. 15 minutes left here, and it's still exciting at Ace Racing League. Kaipanen gets the fastest lap of the race. It's Muchilenko thinking of taking that podium position. Are we going to see Muchilenko back into the position of the podium where he used to be all the time? Is he going to do it? Probably a karting move. That's a karting move. He's in his gearbox and he moves over. Is it going to be Mortiferum and Muchilenko there? Yes! Muchilenko moves up into the podium position at the German Grand Prix and Ace Racing League. Stan Prince all the way in the back, making a beautiful comeback, and he's still got 14 minutes left. If he can keep up this pace, he'll probably battle for another podium there. But Muchilenko, what a brilliant man. Last race, nowhere to be seen. This race, on the podium. Oh, there's a battle for Kaipanen and Harder. It's Harder taking P8 away from Kaipanen. But it's still not done yet because Kaipanen has the better exit and they move up, they downshift just one gear. And it's still Harder in the top position there. And oh no, he did a mistake, he went a bit wide and it's back to Kaipanen. Still, never mind. Nikolai Narevord into the pits. What's going on with Nikolai Narevord? Anyway, Muchilenko still battling here for the podium position. Still staying very consistently in his podium position. And I think he's moving closer to John Bennett. Probably even go for another position gain there. Who knows, even a win. Still, here he comes into the right-hander. Moving ever so closely into that slipstream of the car in front of John Bennett. Remember, he's 2.8. John Bennett is only 2.8 seconds behind the race leader, but Muchilenko is only 1 second behind. Even less? I think it's... Oh, he's moving closer! I wasn't even looking! Excuse me, but Muchilenko's moving ever so closely. Oh, wait, no, that's Smith. Excuse me. It's Smith! Wait, no, it's Smith! Good God, he's in P5! Taken away the position of Luca Becker. Was so confused by everything that was happening on the timing screen that I wasn't even looking. But my word, look at Smith. But apparently Luca Becker's still not done with him. Tone Lawyer battling here with Mark Ruiz, I think it is. And he's going for a move down the inside. He does a beautiful switchback here, and he's done it. He's taken P18 away from Mark Ruiz, and it's back and forth between these two. But no, it's John Bennett here doing the fastest lap as we see on the screen. But no, it's Tone Lawyer who moves up a position into P18. What a move from Tone. Muchilenko trying to defend his podium position, which he hasn't had in quite a while. From Mixer Mortiferum. If Mixer Mortiferum has another podium, he will be the most consistent driver of the day. But a veteran as Muchilenko will probably want to keep that position there. Mortifera moving ever so closely into the gearbox of Mucilenko. Steinprinz moves up into P10 as Harder has overtaken him, but no, look at that. He's coming closer and closer every by the meter. Oh no, this is a signature move. Steinprinz doesn't quite catch it, but look at that. He's right into his gearbox. They're almost interlocking. You could fit a pillow between those guys and it still wouldn't fit. Oh, and here is it going to happen. His signature move. Yes! Steinprinz moves up into P9 and probably sail away from Amir Hadak. Because as we all know, as Stein moves up a position for someone who holds him back, he just leaves him behind. Less than 10 minutes left of this session, and I can't wait to see the highlights of this race already. Javier Lai thinking of going down the inside of Rattle, but Rattle defends, and oh, thank God this race isn't wet. Goes over the curbs, does a little bit of a flyer there, but he stays on track. And Ross McIntyre is spun. He has spun. He does his Vinala. Please do not copyright us, Alpha Rex, Nova 1 or Target Base, we were just having fun. Wang Wei Xiao has gone off the track, does a Spinala again, has been overtaken by Ross McIntyre, who's just spun himself. That is a huge loss for Wang Wei Xiao. Bennett in P2. He has fought long and hard for a podium position, and you know what? I think he deserves it. Ooh, a bit of a locker for Roman Rattle there. Car's just gone off onto the grass. I think it's going to be overtaken now. Is it going to be? Yes! Rattle overtakes Javier Lai. Mortifera moves up into P4, taking the position away from Jack Smith. But Jack moves very closely to slipstream again just to take every advantage to keep that position away from Mortifera. And it's side by side. Who's going to have the better line there? It's Smith. He's taken back the position. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left of this session. And there's a battle happening in front from Mucilenko and Smith. Oh wait, no, that's John Bennett. Jack Smith in P4. He's leaving Mortifera behind. Close battle between Lawyer and Xiong. Here we go, probably going to see a start finish straight overtake. Is it going to be Lawyer? And they touch! And they're both off! But look at that! Wang Wei Xiong corrects quicker and is off again into the distance. Thank God that's not another Valtteri Bottas. Kaipanen, P8. Cochrane, P7, Becker, P6, Mortifera, P5, Smith, P4, Mucilenko, P3, Bennett, P2, and Sanford,
P1. Here we have Conor Bell fighting with Amir Halafi, but Stein Prince is still a long way ahead of them. Prince is moving closer to Kaipanen, which is where he needs to be if he wants to grab the point today. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Nice, I see what you did there. And Jack Smith is moving closer to Mushlenko for that podium position. He's gonna go for it, has a look down the inside. He's outbraked himself, Mushlenko's outbraked himself, and that means that Jack Smith is side by side almost with Mushlenko there. He's still close behind him, he's in a slipstream. Halafi moving down the inside of Conor Bell. What a move from Halafi. But Bell is not done with him because he's just taken the position back. And it's all over the place with these two. But don't you forget Ross McIntyre and Roman Raton, who are still fighting for that position. But it appears McIntyre's did a small... what the hell have we just witnessed? It appears that Jack Smith has just overtaken Mushlenko, and Mushlenko is being attacked by Montefiore. 3 minutes left of this session, and it's just starting to happen. The chaos of the last race is slowly oozing itself into the chaos of this session. Mushlenko's in the slipstream of Smith. Here we have the T-cam position of him. He's moving ever so slightly closer. He's going for it. They're interlocking, these two. Smith goes for the inside. Goes for the outside, and oh my word. It's Bennett ahead of Mushlenko. But Smith moves down the inside of Mushlenko and probably has done it, and he is. No! It's Mushlenko who moves back into the podium position, and Montefiore is just slowly moving himself closer to these two. And here we go, into the right-hander before moving up to Sachs corner. Don't do it, Sebastian, guys! Ooh, it's ever so close between these two. You do not want to have a battle with Mushlenko because 9 out of 10 times, he'll just disappoint you and just make you miserable. Stein Prince moves up into the points. And he's probably going for it. He is. Ooh, they're interlocking. They touch. And it's Stein Prince into P8. Which is where he needs to be if he wants any points here today. Jack Smith probably having an attack here from Montefiore. Montefiore down the inside. No. Too eager and too early. Smith being attacked by Montefiore. Probably going to go for it. He's having a look. They're side by side. 1 minute left for this session. Yes! Montefiore moves up into P4. Stein Prince, here he is with Cochrane. Again! It's Stein Prince swapping a position, but he locks up. No, he's out of the points again. But look at that in the background. There's another battle happening there. Halafi and Bell.
10 seconds left before the start of the final lap. And here we are on the final lap of this entire event. Oh, nice. OMP. If we could have some outside footage of this, that would be lovely. Apparently, it's not done between Mucilienko and Mortiferum because they're less than half a second between those two guys. Here it is. Jack Smith thinking of having a look down the inside of Mortiferum. It's still not done yet. Mortiferum moves down the inside. Now before the end of this lap, let's go to Sanford. He has done everything he needed to do to get a win here today. But look at that. They're still battling along in P2. P4, I mean. It's Smith. It's Smith. They touch. They touch. And Smith has put as a tank slapper, and Mortiferum moves up into P4. But look at that. Toby Sanford has probably coming along now to the last two corners of this track. He's done everything he needed to do today, and he wins for the second race at Ace Racing League. Behind him, John Bennett, the man who has his podium taken away in the last race, regains it. That's a familiar sight. Vladislav Mucilienko in P3, Mortiferum P4, P5 goes to Luca Becker, P5 goes to Jack Smith, Luca Becker in P6, Kaipanen P7, and Alex Cochrane in P8. That means that Sign Prince is in P9, and Harvard P10, Bell P11, Crucifier P12, and Rackentire in P14. That's it for today.